Now we're going to finish the Desert Peaks quilt block. Now trim the excess fabric. Again, you can do this with a rotary cutter or with scissors. Once you're done, it's time to join the segments. In this case, we'll start with the two small pieces, and there is a matching seam. What I do first is I pinch the seam with my thumb and double check if the seams are matching. Then I hold it in place and stitch the seam. You could also add a pin. I personally don't like that because it keeps moving. And there we go. You can see perfectly matching seams. Now take off the paper of the seam allowance only and press the seams either to one side or apart. There is no right or wrong. And then you press. Here you can see flat seams. I press them apart. Now we have to join two pieces where there is several matching seams. So what I'll do again is I pinch the seam, hold it in place, and then stitch just that point. In case it doesn't match, I only have to take apart a few stitches and not the whole seam. Again, I will stitch the second matching point, and once that's done, I will complete the full seam. That way you can always adjust little mistakes. Again, take off the paper of the seam allowance and then press the seams to one side. In this case, I pressed it to one side or apart. I repeat that procedure of just stitching the one matching point, and then I can adjust the full seam in case something is moving. Often when stitching a long seam, the two pieces keep moving once you get to the end. So by securing the matching points, you avoid that. And here it is, the full Desert Peaks quilt block.